What's up, Recanistas? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another late night Waffle House. And yeah, it's been a while since we did one of these, man. It's been an absolute while since we did anything. Big up to Rob Future said Evening Squad. Um, let me just check while you're in here. I think that Batista's playing. So um, but yeah, I'll get that in a second. I always be trying to do this thing. There we go. We'll do it like that so you can actually see my face. Um, let me actually change it. Let me change it to the other one. Give me a second. That's better. All right. So before we start, on some serious stuff though, I do want to say, make sure you check on your friends. Make sure you check on your friends. Make sure that your funny friends, you check on them. Because I think most times the people who are the life of the party have things going on in the background. And I said that because, I'm honest with you guys. I just celebrated the 10th anniversary of my mom passing away. And I realized that there was a lot of feelings around that I've never actually addressed. I didn't want to start the show like that, but it was just on my mind. And I know that, I've had friends that had demons and, things that they couldn't get over. And not that I feel that way. Um, it's just something that I thought about, you know what I'm saying? Life is short and fleeting. And sometimes we think that people are okay and they're not. One of my mentors, I thought he was okay. He'd call me and then one day he didn't, and come to find out that you know he had sacrificed himself, um, and it sucked because I never pegged him as the kind of guy who would do that, and he did. So yeah, man, just check on your friends, and I do appreciate this community, man, because when I'm feeling down, when I'm going through things, I can always come back here, and talk to you guys, talk to some like-minded people. So that's kind of why I do the channel as well, man. I always tell you guys, if you spent, an hour or so in here and it's helped whatever you've gone through, then it's worth it for me. And that's not fake. It's not something I'm doing for clout. It's how I actually feel. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope that all of you are okay. Make it pink. There we go. Hey. There we go. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Um, but yeah, I want to start with that. Make sure you check on your friends, and if you're going through something, man, make sure you talk to somebody. Don't keep it internalized. I know that with men, um, you know, it, people always say men don't show emotion, men don't do this, men don't do that. But um, it's important that if you're not feeling yourself, you get help. You know what I'm saying? You get help. So that's how I wanted to start. Make sure we speak to someone. Speak out, man. You're not less of a person if if you speak to someone. You're not less of a man if you say you need help. Don't allow society to say these things. But yeah, it's a somber way to start the show. But it was just on my mind, and you guys know that the Waffle House is a show where I speak what's on my mind. So yeah, there we go. I haven't had one of these in ages, man. I haven't had a Waffle House in ages. Usually, tonight is the night that I usually do the usually I do the touchline trifecta. But a couple of guys are on holiday, had some other stuff going, and then I'm going on holiday next week. So I'll try to do things on the Tuesday to keep it consistent. There we go. Big up, Mr. Pat. He said, "Rican salute, cuz what we cooking today." Listen, I got a good show. I got some stuff that I've dug out. Um, let me put a light on. There we go. There we go. That's better. I got some stuff that I want to dig out. I've got I finally find the kit that I've been looking for ages. I'm gonna dig that one out as well. But today I wanted to talk about membership packs as well. Because I feel like the club don't do that anymore. I feel like they don't do the membership packs, and I don't like it. Give me 2 shakes. Let me watch Betis lose to Valencia. Because I'm a hater. But yeah, that's what I was gonna do today. Before we start, I did want to share some good news with you guys. So a little bit of a channel update, because I always update you guys, on the progress of the channel. And a lot of people ask me about super chats. A lot of people ask me about membership and stuff like that. So I did want to show you where I am in the YouTube sphere, if you will. So there we go. So this is to be monetized, if you will. So as you can see, I had 623. I think I've lost a couple today, but it's fine. I had 623 out of 1,000, and then 2,017 qualified watch hours for full monetization of the channel. So yeah, we halfway there. We're a little over halfway there. And that's just from the year of me doing the YouTube space. So yeah. Rob says, what annoys me about YouTube, it doesn't automatically start streaming that you're waiting for. Bro, YouTube, I have a feeling that YouTube, if you've looked at kind of how things are going with YouTube, as like with how they're treating creators, basically I think that what's going on is basically they're trying to make it harder for the smaller channels. I think they're trying to consolidate, and usually when that happens, you won't get notifications, you won't get you know what I'm saying, some of your features that used to work won't work, some of your chats will disappear. Like, it's just all kind of stupid stuff to keep the smaller channels at bay. And yeah, I get it. If you're a multi-million pound company, then you don't want to keep paying your small creators. You want to, you're already paying the big creators. Imagine what Mr. Beast, and even in the football space, imagine what Mark Goldbridge and AFTV, what they're making from YouTube views. You know what I'm saying? So you look at another small creator, and they're probably just like, bro, I don't want to have to pay this guy. That's why they're increasing the watch hours. So yeah, bro, it's hard. It's hard, but like I said, man, I think that we'll get there when we get there. I think we'll get there when we're meant to. That's how I always feel about life. But yeah, it's a tough thing. As you guys can see, like this right here, man. When I look at this, this is amazing to me, man. That 600 people tune in to my channel, watch me. They might not all watch at the same time, but they're still subscribed. But that 2,000 people, people have given 2,000 of their hours to watch me, which I think is just amazing. It's mind blowing. And another thing I want to do, another thing that I want to do is I want to show you guys where people are watching from. Because when I went to go take this snippet, I went into a rabbit hole, and I didn't know that YouTube actually shows you where people. And I was like, dang, that's interesting. So I will go through that as well. Rob says Batiste might be getting Ceballos. Apparently, he's a free agent, former player. Obviously, yeah. Danny Ceballos. He was mid for us, and then you know what I'm saying, he went back to Real Madrid. So yeah. Mr. Pat said them Belgian waffles be banging, cuz they really do though. Love a good Belgian waffle. I like just waffles in general. Oh, streaming, which is not helpful. But Rod says YouTube's frustrated. I have a movie music creating channel, and the content requires a hell of an effort and investment. And YouTube's only shows it to 100 people. Yeah, man, it's weird. It's weird, man. It's really weird how like some days like I'll look at my videos and it'll get like 300 views, and then some days I'll do a video and it get like 30. And I don't know, but I don't fret, man. I don't fret about it. I don't, like I said, I just want to speak and waffle to more people. The money aspect is kind of last on the list of things. But yeah, big up to Josh Chugun. Make sure you subscribe to him. My subscriber guy isn't here yet, but you can probably just click on this link and subscribe and keep up the grind. I appreciate it. I really do. Listen, like I said, this is not to get more clicks, it's not to get more views. I just want to show you guys because I do get asked. And everybody knows that the Waffle House is kind of like my member stream because I can't actually do member stream. So yeah, I share with the members what's going on because you guys are essentially my shareholders, right? It's like the members of a football club in an AGM. Like you guys are the ones who watch and consume the content. And I wish that more football clubs were owned and run by their members because I think you get a better product. That's why I love Spain. That's why I love Germany. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get more. You won't have people hitting you over the head for football kits and whatchamacallit, season tickets because the fans, own the club. So there we go. That's that bit. Now I'm gonna go in who watched and where. Let me see. I think this one is first. Yeah, there you go. So I did it on my phone because it is tiny on this thing. Let's see. So looking at that, majority of my watch, if we're doing it by country, majority of my watchers come from the United Kingdom, which is obvious because I do a lot of Arsenal content. And I live in the United Kingdom, so I just assume that majority of my YouTube videos would get pushed to the United Kingdom because that's where I am. Secondly, the United States, which I understand because I got guys from the group chat who are watching, which is exciting. Australia. So Australia, the third most hours. South Africa, we got Godfrey in the house. Myanmar is interesting. I saw this, like Myanmar, Burma, 22 hours to watch. I was like, that's amazing, man. If I'm in Myanmar, then that is amazing. 22 hours of watching my stuff, like that's crazy. It's interesting to think about. It's not somewhere I thought about. That's the top 5, which is interesting. And then Ethiopia, Kenya, Nigeria, Ireland. Ireland, I would assume, would be Shane. Canada, probably EGAP, not just play. Indonesia, Uganda, Malaysia, Rwanda, Singapore, India. So it's a lot of Africa, man, which is amazing. I'm glad. Where else we got? India, Thailand, Jamaica. Big up to Jamaica. Getting some watch in Jamaica. Sri Lanka, Ghana, Spain. The Spanish aren't watching me, and I'm sad about it. The Netherlands, and of course Puerto Rico on the list as well. I got half an hour of Puerto Rico. Whoever that is, big up to you. You guys know I love Puerto Rico. Got the Puerto Rican kid right there. So yeah, just thinking about it, like mad interesting. That people from around, like really around the world. I can't believe it, man. I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. And then it also goes into actual cities. Like you can see by the cities that people watching. So London, obviously number 1. It's like I said, it's an Arsenal channel. London being number 1. Melbourne, Australia. 13 hours Melbourne. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, third most city I've been watched. Yangon, Myanmar. So that's interesting. I don't know who's in Myanmar, but big up to you guys. And then Nairobi, Kenya is number 5, which is interesting. I mean, and then you've got Lagos, Manchester, Birmingham, New York City, which that's probably Terry when he joined me. Kampala, Pretoria, South Africa, Toronto, Singapore, Kigali, Mandalay. So 2 places in Myanmar. Durban, South Africa, and Bangkok, Thailand. Amazing, bro. Amazing that people are watching me around the world. Like it's just something that I didn't think about. I didn't really take into account. I just assumed that, I do know that Americans watch me, of course, Godfrey in South Africa, but I didn't know, like, what I'm saying, Asia. And it's not that many watch hours, and maybe they don't watch anymore, but man, it's just the fact that over the last year, people around the world have just at least come to the channel and watch, and I think that's amazing. Valencia are cooking Batiste right now. So, look like they got a free kick. Vamos. But yeah, man, when I think about it, it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing how many people watch. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So there we go. That's a quick snapshot of the channel because I get asked a lot. So yes, we are halfway to being monetized and being able to do other things with the channel. Get the things that people want. People want memberships. People want super chats. I not that that's what I'm pining for. But I get asked about it. People want redirects, so I can't redirect until I have 1,000 subscribers as well. So I feel like 1,000 is the magic number. You have to get 1,000, and then you have to get people, who actually watch, who actually continue to watch. So yeah, you look at, I look at other channels, and I look at Shane's growth. I remember when Shane, because I was in Shane's chat I've been in Shane's chat for a while, months, and it went from like 30 to 50. Now he's in the mornings, he's averaging 100, 120 people in the chat, and I think it's amazing, man. Even views getting bigger, BBK getting like, I love that, man. I love growing, and I love seeing people grow. I like Shane. And you just gotta find, like with the YouTube thing, you kind of just have to find your space that you're in, that you're in. And yeah, man, I think I'm in a good space. I think I'm in a good geez, Batiste running. I think I'm in a very good space. You know what? With the YouTube, the one thing that YouTube is the one thing that YouTube has given me and allowed me is I've been on the internet with a lot of good people, man. I've done, if I look back the last year, and the reason I'm doing this is because it's also been like a proper year where I've actually been streaming and doing things. Like it's been great, man. It's been great. I've done shows with Taryn. I've done shows with Views. I've done shows with Shane. I've been on Tony Claude's. I've been on Waffle Don's. I've been able to do content with people. And the one thing that I'm enjoying the most, even is a show that should have been tonight, which is Touchline Trifecta. I get on with Boring Bob, Boring Rob AFC, and Dark Side, and I think they're cool people. And our personalities are different enough to where we can have a difference of opinion, but we get along. We respect each other, and it's amazing, man. So I definitely enjoy that. Rob says, gives you a purpose when you see the growth. Neither of my channels grow though. Excuse me. So it's up to me to figure out, despite YouTube's weirdness. And that's the thing, like, you know, I feel like I experienced a good rate of growth, but I got to 500 fairly, in my mind, fairly clear. I thought 500 would take me a year, or approaching 500. But I got to 500 a while ago. I think it's been a couple months now. It's just now creeping toward 1,000. I feel like the closer I get to 1,000, the less my videos get out there. I don't know. And it could be like, it's just how I feel, right? I feel like the closer I get to 1,000, the less my videos get out there, the less, traffic I get. And I wonder if that's, in YouTube's algorithm, what I'm saying, when people get closer to hitting these benchmarks, if they make it harder. Bro, YouTube's an American company. Google's an American company. I know more than anything that when it comes to paying people, American companies would do as much as they can to stop from paying you. Anything. They would do as much as they can to stop from paying you. So I wouldn't be surprised if the algorithm makes it harder for you to get to 1,000, especially with the fact that, they're going to try to increase the number of watch hours you have to get monetized from 4,000 to 8,000. And they haven't increased the subscriber count, but guarantee that once that happens, they will make it harder to get subscribers. Like they don't want to pay you. They don't want to get, the shell out money. They want to make as much money without shelling out as much as they can. So they make it harder. It is what it is. So, but like you said, man, I got to figure out why I'm stuck around the 600 now. How I can get myself out there. But 600 is a lot for me. 600 is an absolute lot for me. I mean, I do this as a part-time thing. Like, I'm here today. I might be here Thursday, Friday maybe, and then I'm on holiday. Like, I really do this as a part-time gig because I have a full-time job for the NHS. So it's not like I can actually dedicate most of my day to this. Maybe when I get a different job, I can dedicate more time at night to it. But because my schedule's so sporadic, I just have to film when I feel. Even though Tuesdays, I've really, really tried to keep Tuesdays at 8 open because I do love the touchline trifecta. And I want to make it a thing. I want to help our 3 channels grow. So I have tried to ensure that at least one time a week I'm being consistent. One day and time a week I'm being consistent, and I've recorded on Tuesday multiple times. So yeah, there it is. How is everybody doing though? Where are my usual suspects? I'm tripping over my words. Yeah, I'm also in the background. I'm also watching Valencia. But yes, I showed you that, and I want to have a little bit of Kit Chat, right? But before we get into Kit Chat, because it is kind of Kit Chat, but it's not really. Batiste, I want to talk about membership packs. Big up Quadra. How's it going? Dang, I lost another subscriber. It's crazy. Let me just let me pull the thing out. So I wanted to talk about membership packs because I was going through my stuff, my Arsenal stuff, and I realized that I do have membership packs. But yeah, It's something that Arsenal don't really do anymore, and I hate it. I hate the fact that they don't do it. Make sure you smash likes. Thank you. And big up to you, Quadra. Big up to Shane as well. Didn't know Shane was in the building. Big up to you. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Shane said, got to do it because you enjoy it. Sometimes the politics can get you down, but you got to weigh up if the enjoyment outweighs the crappy side of it. And I agree. Like, I tell you this, and this is, I don't know if you guys saw, but I did start with the monologue, and it was kind of sadness. But it's why I do YouTube, man. I don't do it for the monetary gain. I never started this YouTube thing thinking I was gonna be big or anything. I just did it because I like talking about football, and my wife got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So because of where I live, you know what I'm saying, I don't have a lot of Arsenal friends. Woody is probably the only one. I live near Portsmouth, so they're all Pompey fans. If you know anything about Portsmouth, it's a religion. You know what I'm saying? You might find some Arsenal fans, you might find some fans of other clubs, but it's mostly Pompey. And yeah, man, I just wanted to talk to more Arsenal fans, more Sevilla fans, more football fans in general. That's why I started. But yeah, if this thing never blows up, it just never blows up, man. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, it's just finding time to kind of do it. Because I enjoy talking, and it's therapy for me. I tell you guys all the time that yeah, this is how I decompress my brain. You know what I'm saying? It's as you guys know, and I'm so honest with you guys when it comes to this, like, you know, the YouTube thing. I work for the NHS, man, and like I work a very mentally taxing job. So coming on YouTube after work is like, you know what I'm saying? It's therapy. It's time where I can talk about the things that I enjoy without thinking about the heavy things that I deal with on a daily at work. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do it. If you know what I'm saying, if I stay at 600 for the next year, it is what it is, man. I'm glad that 600 people tuned in. That's how I feel. And Shane says the same reason I started. Shane, I think, is going to be the next in the group to hit, you know, 50K. I just like I said, I see the growth. I've been in there when it was, you know, 30, 40 people, and now it's 100 in the mornings. You know, it's great. Absolutely great. So blessings to Shane. I hope he keeps growing. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you add to that total. And help out where you can. Make sure you subscribe to Raw Future as well. Listen, it takes 2 seconds, and it don't cost you a thing. It really helps. And make sure you subscribe to Josh as well. I'm pretty sure he's got two. There's 2 channels. But yes, appreciate it. Living alone means I can usually dedicate 3-4 hours to move work in the evening most days, more weekends. So when YouTube then shows the vid to 80 people, I have a mini crash out. But and this is the thing, right? I don't really look at my numbers. The only numbers I look at are the ones I showed you guys, where I'm halfway to being monetized. And the only reason I look for that, because people ask me about super chats. People ask me about memberships. You know, people ask me why didn't I redirect? And I'm like, I can't. Like, but if I say I can't and I just keep saying I can't, it just seems like, what are you talking about? So if I show you why I can't do those things, it makes more sense to you. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do those things because I haven't hit, you know what I'm saying, the heights that I need to yet to do it. And like I said, YouTube doesn't make it easy. Even when you hit that threshold, it's not like it becomes easier for your stuff to go out. Some of it does, but you're still fighting the bigger channels. You're still fighting the fact that YouTube does not want to pay you. It's an American company. They don't want to give you money. So they're not going to make it easy for you to make money off of them. They're just not. So I like to be transparent and honest about, you know, what we're doing. That's after my 9 to 5 and going to gym till 7:30. So it's a long day most of the time. I need to get back in the gym. I'm getting a little bit doughboy, man. I look like the Pillsbury Doughboy, the Stay Puft Man. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit jiggly, man. I don't like that for me. I'm looking like Jigglypuff, and it's not where it's supposed to be. So I need I need to find a way to get back in El Gimnasio. I like the profile pic. Looks great. Which one? Which one? Which profile pic? Is it the new badge? I changed the badge. I did say I wasn't gonna change the badge no more. But you guys know how I feel about this country here. I love Puerto Rico. It is my country. I wasn't born there, but my mother was born there. My uncle was born there, who's like my second dad. My grandma, my granddad, like that's the culture I grew up in. And I don't know if you guys know, but Puerto Rico at times doesn't have running water. They're rationing water in a first world country. And no one's seeing it on the news, no one's hearing about it. So I have the flag. If you have noticed, the blues are different, right? The blue is more of a light blue, and that blue was one of the original flags of Puerto Rico, and that's the revolutionary flag, the flag that was kind of it was made to it was made as a flag to kind of anti-Spain, anti-colonialism flag. And then once America took over, they made the blue look more like the American blue. But that's the original "we want to be independent" flag. And that's the one I have. Even on my work badge, I have a mini one. It's light blue flag. And I thought, what way can I bring awareness to what's happening in Puerto Rico? What way can I support? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't live there. I could live there, but I'm still going toward a goal. So I just thought that changing my logo was the subtle thing that I could do to support. So yeah. Shane said, "Nah, man, thanks for the kind words, but I'm too rough around the edges to grow that big." I don't think so. I don't. If people like Rants and Bants, that guy's angry all the time, bro. And Lee Gunner, who people think is just anti everything, I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be the next one, because your stuff is entertaining, man. You know what I'm saying? The Top Gooner song's catchy. Into the Matrix, even the transfer show, where you basically just say, "This is the thing that I saw. The rest of it's crap." And you know what I'm saying? That's it. Like it's entertaining and it's catchy. So I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. And you've got the Irish thing working for you as well. People like the Irish. Listen, I say all the time, if I go to Ireland and one of them Irish ladies sing to me, I'm weak, man. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Like the sirens of mythology. They start singing to me. Yeah, man, I could be wandering into a pond or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it. I'm honest. So yeah. But yeah, I think your stuff is good. Views as well. I think once views lets go and realizes that YouTube just sucks and it's okay. I think that he'll be all right as well. And then of course my guy Taryn, who that guy doesn't need YouTube. I know for a fact he don't need YouTube, because like I said, I have family members in the military, and when they retire, he don't need YouTube. I just know he don't need it. Taryn's doing it because he like it. He don't need YouTube. But yes, big up to you, Shane. I'm gonna start this, Quasha. I'll start this into the Q&A section. I will start this. You do longer form content, which is wise. My vids can be 6 minutes max, so I tend to check views more. I used to do the short form stuff. I was so nervous when I first started. I was so nervous doing videos. I remember I was shaky. I was actually orientated backwards as well. I wasn't in the corner when I first started. I was more in. I used like the backdrop of my door, and I would hang the kid. Growth is a real thing. But yeah, I started doing short videos. My issue is I used to waffle. So my videos, I'd be like, okay, let's keep it 5, because I used to do 5-minute match preview. And it was so hard for me to keep all of my thoughts in 5 minutes. I was like, bro, at some point, I've got to go live. I was like, I can't do this. I tried, and I tried so hard, but I'd be like, for me, 5 minutes felt like, all right, this is the lineup. This is what's going on. This is what the manager said. All right, video done. And for me, I couldn't do it. I'm a waffler. I can't help it. That's why we have the Waffle House. So yeah, it just had to be longer. It had to be longer for me. So yeah, I got Jamboy on them for a bit. Big up to Jamboy as well. And collaborations are important, man. Collaborate. Like I said, I like my guy Born Bob and Dark Side. And you know, like I said, I've been on Shane, I've been on Views, I've been Tony Claude, I've been all over the joint, man. I like talking to people about stuff that I'm interested in. So if they invite me on, we have a chat, and I'm very grateful. Because I just like chatting about football, man, to be honest. Big up to Shane as well. Big up to Inconsistent Tino. Welcome. Hey, are you watching the hate along? Because you know Batista playing. That's why I keep looking over this way. Because I'm hoping Batista take that L against Valencia. Just for the good of football, to be fair. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it, Quadra. I appreciate your hard work. That guy Anthony, I can't stand his face either. He's another one I can't stand. Anthony. I just checked my movie channel info, and I'm 272 subs to 1,062 watch hours. So either needs to massively up my views to literal viral levels or make 1 hour long music videos. That's the thing. Like it's finding the right thing. Like I go on Reddit sometimes and I kind of see what works for people on Reddit. But Reddit's a lot of people complaining that they haven't become viral in 2 months. And then other people bragging that they have become viral in 2 months. It's just when you actually try to get some help, you have to sift through the crap to figure out, what's actually helpful to you or not. The latter, I'm fully considering now. My AI skills much better. Yeah, you never know as well. Like I said, blowing up. Like, bro, when I look at my hours, I look at my watch hours. There was a video I did, and I do the same. Like last year, I did the same reactions and everything. But there was one reaction video that just the same one. It just blew up. It's my most watched video. And then I looked at the others and I'm like, what was different? Like me just being off my head, like what was different? And I don't even think I was that, crazy on that one. It just blew up. I haven't figured out. Not that I care that much. But I always look at it because I'm like, oh, what's my most watched video? And it's the same video. I'm like, wow, people just I guess want to see a half crash out. But yeah. Listen, so getting into the kit chat, right? Because we waffle here. We've been 40 minutes in. It's not so much kit, but I did want to show you guys this, right? Because like I said, I do miss the membership packs. What's my first one? Let's start with. So the first membership pack I ever got, I still got the box. It's 2016, 2017. There you go. Arsenal membership. And when you used to renew your membership, I've been a red member since this year, since 2016, 2017. So when you used to do the thing, if you guys don't know, most of you do, but when you used to get a membership, they used to send you a nice little pack in the mail. And I got this when I was living in Spain. That's when I was living in Spain still. When I do a footy channel stuff, I can chat for ages. That's cool. It's just I've got 73 subs on that one. Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know what people like, but they like, like I said, 500 was more than enough for me. But yeah, so I used to give you this, and it used to come with some cool stuff. This one I like. I haven't actually. I keep them in kind of a box, but this one came with gloves, which I haven't worn. They still smell brand new as well. And then it came with this thing because it was the 10 years in Arsenal Stadium, and it came with pictures. They're like postcards, I believe. They are postcards. So you've got Highbury. testimonial. TT's return. Mesut in 11 though. What is this one? Be in Tottenham 5. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. So I've got the auto. I've got the auto thing. So you can see it. There you go. The auto adjust. Look at that. Hector Bellerin. Arsene Wenger. They got some good ones, man. That one's nice as well. And what's crazy is the thanks to our fans. You look at that, and that's nothing compared to the title that we got 10 years later, it seems. And of course, they got the statues as well. But yeah, so they gave you the postcards. They gave you the postcards. Put these back. And then in this one, they gave me the Romper Pele, the book. I still haven't actually read it though. Ray Parler. Like this thing is so brand new, bro. Like it's just been sitting in there. Because it's my first one, so I didn't want to play it. So they gave free book. And then the official handbook. And I think about some of the people that were like in this joint. They got the players. Granit Xhaka was there. Oh, Granit. But yeah, when I first started watching the captain, Laurent Koscielny. And of course, the reason why I decided to watch Arsenal, that man, Alexis Sanchez. Love that guy. But I think when you look at this and you look at how far we've come, like Mikel Arteta, yuck. There he is. Your guys' favorite manager. There he is. The Community Shield guys. The Community Shield. You love that. This look. This
fire. I'm on fire.
He's on fire, guys. Mikel Arteta. But yeah, that was one of the packs. Put that back in there. So that was my first year. Oh, it's going dark. It's adjusting, that's why. I don't know why it's gone dark. So that's 2016, 2017. This is the next one. And then 2017, 18. Can you guys see me? It looks dark. It looks dark for me. I don't know why. Let me fix it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm appearing so dark. I don't think my camera's adjusting anymore. It should be adjusting. There we go. So the second one, I'm pretty sure there was something else in here, but it was a wine thing. Because there's the Arsenal wine stopper, and then of course that's the bottle opener. And I want to say it was one of the snuds in there as well, which is somewhere around this joint. But then there you go, the 2017-2018 handbook. FA Cup Kings. And then a card for the fixtures. Who else is in here? Of course, Alexis Sanchez is in this one as well. Favorite player, bro. Favorite player. This is the cool thing. I'm going to adjust this so you can see, right? Just how far we've come. So you look at the young guys, and you've got Anthony Nketiah, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the Willett brothers. Pretty sure that's one of the Willett brothers there. Then you flip the page. You've got Reese Nelson, who we're still trying to get rid of. It is now 2026, people. Reese Nelson. This guy's a coach. Jack Wilshere. He's a coach now. Who else you got in there? This guy's still playing, Danny Welbeck. So yeah, you look at some of these guys, you're like, dang. But I love the handbooks. So you got like the old pictures and stuff. And that's some of the youngsters in here. Christian Bielik. Who else? Horn Bramall. I remember that guy. Josh Da Silva. Anybody else? Matt Macy. I remember he was around. Charlie Gilmore. Zach Medley. Edward Nketiah. Remember that guy? Emil Smith Rowe. Joe Willock. Gideon Zalalem. I remember that guy as well. So yeah, man. And then another pullout. But yeah, these things used to be cool, bro. All the records and stuff. He's back in there. Yeah, it was a snud. I'm pretty sure this was a snud. Let me get back into the chat before you guys leave me. Thank you, Quadra. I appreciate it. Rob says Romford Pele classic. I gotta read it. It's on my list. Terrible free kick from Bettis. Amazing. Sean said, bless up, Rican. Big up to you, Sean. Brian, Chelsea, big up to you. And big up my fellow Borico. Yeah, man, Borico. I know you see my camera doing the thing, bro. But yes, that's why my logo has changed. And then lastly but not leastly, it's not the last one, but this is the last one I've got something in there. Because I think after COVID, they stopped it. I think after COVID, they stopped giving out the membership packs. But it came with a personalized scarf. With my initials. Beautiful. And then this handbook as well, which is amazing. Although I do have a handbook from last season when we won, obviously. But they don't come in a membership pack. You have to buy them when you go to the thing. So yeah, another one. Another kind of pull out. 2018, 2019. And of course, Alexis had gone. And then my guy, Lacazette. I like Lacazette. I have his kit in the thing. Mesut goes to number 10. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That's why I keep these, because I'm like, dang, I remember a time where we had like remember that guy. Windoozy. I try to forget that guy. Jeez. Oh, that means yuck. Hide your kids, hide your wife, Mustafi. Oh my gosh. Oh, Callum Chambers. Oh, yo. But, good evening. So I keep these things. It's like a snapshot into my fandom. It's like a snapshot into my fandom. You know what I'm saying? Like when I tell people like, oh, I've really been a fan for this long, like I have. I've got the membership packs and everything. You know, and I think sometimes it shocks people. When I say these things, like when I say like, oh, I've been a fan for X amount of years, they're like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, I really have. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I joined during the banter era. I just showed you. I joined when we was getting dish ragged. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't join. I could have become a United fan or a City fan or a Chelsea fan, but I decided to stay Arsenal, and it's paid off. It's taken me a decade, but it's paid off. So I appreciate it. So yeah, man. Big up to Joggons. Well done, Puerto Rican in the chat. Oh, speaking of Puerto Rican, right? I'm dropping the Gunner bit. So for all you guys watching, I'm dropping the Gunner. I would just go by Rican. That's from henceforth. If you look at all my stuff, the Gunner bit has just gone. Even the Waffle House, right? Even the Waffle House. Right? I'll show you. So the Waffle House has changed. I've taken the Gunner bit off. It's just Rican. I've changed it. I'm making big change. I'm good, bro. My plan is to be extra Puerto Rican. I want to be synonymous, right? Also, I don't want people to just think that, like, you know what I'm saying, it's just one thing around here. It's everything. So yeah. Now, let's actually get into the kit chat. Because I got some good ones. Actually, no. Let's start with the Ask Me Anything. And we do have one from Quadra, which gets into what's the worst kit you've seen in your life? Worst kit I've seen in my life. There's a couple. There's a couple. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because what people think are worst kits aren't really. But I think the consistent of one of the worst kits we've ever seen. Let me share the screen. Because it's been mentioned in here before. It has been mentioned in here before. Hold on, let me remove all this stuff. But someone's brought it up before. And I have to agree. And you know I like a crazy, wacky kit. But I gotta agree that this one, it's worse. And I knew it was gonna be near the top of the list. Colorado Caribous, this kit is bad. It's bad. I don't, bro. Where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? First off, the collar. Jeez, does it have to be that big? Not only that, but it doesn't close. Like the cop, bro. I just imagine. You know what's crazy? I actually want one of these. I need to find it. I need to find how to add it to the play. I just need it. I can't keep my eyes off of it. But then you have these gigantic numbers. You've got the badge, which is a gigantic circle that says Caribou's in it. I'm pretty sure. The number on each sleeve, and the frill is what gets me. This thing, the fringe, the leather frill. I don't know whoever approved this. And this kit is why it was short-lived. This thing is gross. It's nasty. My stomach hurts looking at it. It's ugly. It's ugly. It's got, look at that. It's yeah. This is probably the ugliest kit I've ever seen, bro. And we see some of the kids that they say are ugly. Like if you look at the list, I don't think it's terrible. That's probably an iconic kit now. Bilbao. Yuck. Yeah, it's a little funky. That's probably become a cult kit now. Someone said this one was ugly. I don't think it was. I think it's all right. The colors are bright, but I think it's a fine kit. That's how you do a gradient. Locomotive mascot, Hearts Away. Oh, yeah, that Hearts one. That Hearts Away. That right there, yeah. Pink and yellow, like the Power Rangers. It's not good. That's how it's not terrible. It's a bad color clash. Scunthorpe United, nice kit. I don't care what anybody says. I like kits like that. You'll never get me to hate on the Mutiny kit. Right? It's ugly, but it's South Florida. Big up to Shotgun. Said the kid could be paying homage to some native. No, I don't care. It's nasty. It's nasty. Yeah, that's a rough. Cores on the front is rough as well. This one's ugly. Look like broccoli. It is broccoli. Yeah, that's rough. And let's go. No, you can't tell me you hate on this one. Their Spider-Man kits are always nice. Coventry City. Fine. Norwich City. That's probably an iconic kit now. San Jose Clash. They brought that back as well. They've brought, not the Clash, but they've brought back like the old school thing. Bochum. It's all right. I see what they've done there. It's different. See, these are different kits. Cameroon Home. Is this the unitard? Yeah, the unitard. It's not ugly. It's just trash. Whoever thought that putting a unitard on football players, garbage. That one's all right. That one, it's a joke kit. There's another one. Oh God, where is it? There's one like this, but it's actual school uniform. I think that's cool as well. Some of these are cool. You can't get me to hate on this. I will not hate on the South Korea one. This is a nice kit, and if I ever get my hands on it, I'm keeping it. I'm gonna rock that all summer. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, I remember this one as well. Yeah, the body kit. No, this kit was actually nice. I like this kit. 12. Yikes. Stoke City. I just think people just don't like them. They're not terrible. This one's kind of rough. Hull City. Tiger Stripes is always rough. Inter Milan. This one was rough, but so was that. Listen, that Man City kit from last year, the one with the raindrops, trash. Ugly. That's an ugly kit. That's an ugly kit. I saw it in the store. It's ugly. Nah, bro. You saying that USA away is ugly? Nah, bro. Nah. So yeah. I just think they hating, I think, for the most part. But yeah. That's what I think. But speaking of kits, though, I do want to show you one. I've talked about this multiple times, right, on the show. It's an Atletico Madrid kit. Yes, I do, Jogons. Give me a second. There it is. That's the FPL code. Big up to Fraley. Said big up, broski. Good job, Fraley has come in here. Wait, we'll do that next. But this is the kit chat. So I have this, right? Atletico Madrid, and in it, it's like the 50th anniversary of Vicente Calderon, right? Their old stadium. And inside is a football kit, and I'll pull it out. I have never worn this kit, and it's the first time I've actually pulled it out because I'm terrible at folding. Probably should have, but so it's a handmade. It looks like a handmade kit. It looks like the Cochineros, right? And it's got the 50th anniversary, and this looks like a hand stitched. Like it feels like a hand stitch. It's not like the actual badge. It looks like someone's actually stitched it. You can tell. And then on the back is the number 9. So yeah, and it's a large, which means I can't fit it anymore. But yeah, I actually bought this when I went to the Vicente Calderon and it looks like the old whatchamacallit, the old kit. Because the reason why they call it colchonetos is because this is what the mattresses these look like. They're the mattress makers. So that's what colchoneto means in Spanish, by the way. But yeah. So I bought this from Atletico Madrid, and I've kept it in the box. But it's the 50th anniversary of their stadium, which they don't actually play in anymore, because they moved to the Metropolitano. And I've kept it in the box, and I've kept it nice. But I wanted to show you guys that because I've been talking about it. Mr. Holiday, big up to you. I have to remind you though. The code is C7. I think it's FL. I think it's FLJ. So yes. I do have to remind you guys, this is not an Arsenal show. So thank you, Mr. Holiday. I appreciate it. But Waffle House is not an Arsenal show. So thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate it. But I'm not going to discuss Arsenal. That's what the Waffle House is not. I will have another show either tomorrow or Thursday. So you can come by for that. But yeah, during the Waffle House, it's no Arsenal. Usually no Sevilla either. But yes, I this is my place of peace. It's usually Kits and Waffle. So no biggie. 1-0 leads. My mom ain't happy. She leads. What's your mom a fan of? Who's she a fan of? I don't know who's playing because I'm not watching, except the Batiste game. Can you confirm? Yeah, I think it's an L. Try it. Try it, John Guns, and see if it works. I think it's an L. Oh no, it's an I. It's an I. Yeah, so it's C7. Oh geez. Let me try. Let me look now. Because now you got me second guessing myself. I mean, everyone's gonna distract me anyway, because you know what I'm saying. I'm last in my own doggone league, so it's an L. It's an L. That's my fault. That's my fault, John. It's an L. Give me a second. My bad. That's how I know nobody been actually joining my league. Caught you. I always feel like. There you go. It's an L. It's an L, Joggons. I fixed it. My bad. My bad, guys. But that's how I know it ain't nobody was joining. They couldn't join because I had it wrong. So you can blame it all on me. You feel me? But yeah. I fixed it. And listen. Dolly Parton, rest in peace to Dolly Parton. Young Dolly Parton. I don't know what Jolene looked like, but she had to be a bombshell. If Dolly was saying, "Don't take my man," because young Dolly Parton, beautiful woman. So if she was saying that the man don't want her, I need to know what Jolene looked like, because Jolene must have been the hottest thing since sliced bread. But yeah, big up Mr. Holiday. And Leeds and Meat Plates have a large family base there. I've never been to Leeds. I hear good things though. East Coast warming up. I absolutely love this, by the way. Shouldn't be drinking soda, but Pepsi, cherry and vanilla, absolutely amazing. Now, the last kit that I want to show you guys, I didn't show you guys this one when I had Johnny on here, but I think this is 2015, if I'm not mistaken, 2014, 2015, Inter Milan kit, but I like the badge and the Pirelli, man. We love a Pirelli. The last kit that I bought, I bought this one recently. I went in the store. I was like, I need a kit. And I'm not a fan of Liga. So I think it's just PSG and everybody else. But I did buy this Olympique Marseille. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but look at that. The symbols. All of like the badges, the former badges. This is a beautiful kit. Now it doesn't actually show up on the back, but yeah, Marseille, beautiful kit. I don't know what the sponsor is. I don't know what the CHG, but yeah, man, Marseille, Puma kit. There we go. So that's the two I wanted to show you. Of course, Atletico Madrid. If you're late, I'll show it to you again. I've got to refold this, but it feels like actual mattress, like the old mattress thing. It feels like, but the hand stitched badge, where it looks like the badge is actually like been stitched by an old lady. The 50 years of the stadium, which doesn't exist anymore. And of course, even the number is actually stitched on. So, Atletico Madrid. Absolutely lovely. Love this kit. I've kept it in the box for ages. I'm going to fold it back. So, yeah, man. Those are the two kits that I have that I want to show. Let's see who's in there. I'll be joining once the show is over. Thank you so much, Dog Knox. When Maycon got cooked by Bell. Which one is that one? That this one? I don't know. I just liked it. Hologram style. Big up Jack, man. How's Jack doing? I'm actually gonna get the Lecce kits from this season. I'm gonna look at them in a minute. King, yeah, man. Listen, I've been trying to slow down though. I've been trying to slow down. Because you know what I'm saying, I can't show you all the stuff, but yeah. CMA CG is the sponsor. Listen, they ain't getting nothing up. That Let's Go Madrid kit is nice. Yeah, man. And like I said, I showed you guys. I actually went to the Vicente Calderon before they tore it down, and they moved. And yeah, bro, what an electric stadium, what an atmosphere. I don't know what the Metropolitano is like now, but I guarantee it doesn't compare. I guarantee it doesn't compare. The Spanish teams had some of the best team badges for sure. Yeah, man, Sevilla's badge. I love Sevilla's badge. I don't have it hanging up here. I usually do, but I love Sevilla's badge. I like all of them. Valencia making a triple change. And big up to my guy, Foreign Bob. What's cooking? Kits, man. You miss everybody missed it. I show them to you again. Because I love showing kids, man. But Let's Go Madrid kit. Hand stitched. Look at that. Hand stitched number 9. And it comes in a nice box that I gotta fold it into and put. But it comes in a Let's Go Madrid box. And then of course, Olympique Marseille Puma kit. I've been to Marseille as well. I had some I had escargot. So yeah. Big up Sean. What kit am I sporting now? Benfica. I'll be forgetting to actually show you guys. Benfica. Yeah, S7. I think this is the third kit from a couple years ago. But yeah, with the Batano. But yeah, I'll just be chilling, bro. I've got so many. Like I keep telling you guys, I got so many. I've been trying to pick out which ones I've shown you, which ones I haven't. But I know I've shown you guys that one. Big up Jack, Rob. Thank you so much. And is he good? Maybe. So now I showed you the kits. Now we get into the Ask Me Anything. So for the next 10, 15 minutes, I'm an open book. Anything you want to ask, throw in your questions and we will cover them. If you are new in here and you missed it, I did go over a couple of things. You can rewind back if you want to, but I will show you anyway because I get asked this question so much about my channel's progress. So I'll show you. That's my channel's progress, right? So in order for me to become fully monetized, right, I am, what, 377? 300. Yeah, 377 and a little less than 2,000 hours away. So this is my progress. So you guys ask me about super chats, when you guys ask me about memberships, this is the progress we're making. And in order to be fully monetized, I have to reach that 4,000 before February 1st. Because that's when it changes to 8,000 hours. So that's, if you guys want, as I said, I'm always honest with the community. So that's where we are. So if you don't see me, with super chats, if you can't send a super chat, if you can't join the membership, if you wonder why I don't actually redirect the people and I say go over it instead of actually redirecting, that's why. Because I'm just not eligible to do it yet. So just being honest, right? Because I have been asked. So you'll be purchasing a Castle Starlos kit. I wish. Sean says apparently Bruno G has a massive kit collection. I bet he does. If I had his kind of money, I'd have a wing of my house with just kits. Not gonna lie. I saw the video of you Rican doing predictions for the Coventry game. Too funny. That video was taken out of context. It was a community shield. But yeah, it's because he was laughing. He was laughing because it was bold. But you know what I'm saying? That's the internet. You can make anything look like you want it. Oh, Isco's coming on. Boo, boo. Let's go. Look at the Lecture kits. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me remove this one. I've X'd the doggone page. It's so easy for me. My wife hates it, but she just hate, like I'm just a kid guy. I let you. Like we go on holiday, I'll be trying to get kids, bro. I have a problem. It's okay. I know. Yeah. What is up with this thing? I don't want this. Go away. This one pretty much looks like Arsenal kit. That one. Without the bruised banana. This one is very bright. Looks like the Catalonia flag. And this is all right, actually. Boy, FC. You on your way? Thank you. Thank you. Isco's coming on, which probably means they'll win, to be honest. Because Isco usually turns the tide. Sorry, bro, I'm getting harassed. What you think of the Forest kit this year? Hold on. Forest Green Rovers. That kit, bland. This is the problem that you have with Forest, right? Like the problem, same problem you have with Liverpool. You're wearing an all red kit. You've got to do something that is not just red. So you've got to put patterns in the red. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's red, but it looks rough. It's not for me. It looks like you spilled something, like you spilled ink, like you put it in the wash and you had a pen in there. And yeah. Nah. Nah, that kit's nice. You guys know I like a black kit. It's plain, but I like it. Because it reminds me of the Sevilla kit that I wear. But it's Adidas, so I'm not surprised if it pretty much was. But yeah, they're okay. They're not, they're not, man. Jack says, let you, Bustelo, Germany, Arsenal kit. Facts. All right, Jack tried to get me, so hold on. Let's put this aside for a second. And let's answer the question, because this is the Ask Me Anything portion. If there was a game with Sevilla FC versus Arsenal for the UCL final, who do you want to win? Be honest, no ducking the question. I've answered this before. I have answered this before, and that it might not be what people want to hear, but it'd be Sevilla. It'd be Sevilla for me. I think that Arsenal, I know the history of wanting to win it. I know, that it means a lot to them, to finally say champions of Europe. We can sing that. But when I think about the club, itself and what it would mean for the finances of the club, what it mean for the profile of the club, what it mean for the people of the city. Seville, we've been European champions before. But being the European champion, it's something that Betis can't say. But it's also it also, I mean, we're in financial issues. Winning the Champions League final would change our trajectory. Like, it would change our trajectory for the better. Because now you can say, come to Sevilla. We can win just like Barcelona or Atleti. Atleti couldn't do it. Atleti got to the final. They couldn't do it. So we can compete with Barcelona. We can compete with Real Madrid. It would change the trajectory of the club. Arsenal, it would just be a thing where it says, we've won that. You can stop taking the mick out of us. That's pretty much it. So for me, it's not what you guys want to hear about. It'd be Sevilla for me. 1,000%. It'd be Sevilla. So, yeah. One player you can sign for Arsenal right now, no limitations. One player I would sign for Arsenal. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia is it's the easy option. You know what? You know who I would sign, right? And I'd actually sign Jude Bellingham. I would love Jude Bellingham. Because I think he's an Arteta type player. I think he just runs his socks off. I think you could actually use him and Rice. I mean, we've seen it for England. You can use him and Rice in the midfield. Yeah, I would love Jude Bellingham. So yeah, that would be it. But yeah, it'd probably be Kvara, to be honest. Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe would get the manager out. So yeah, if you want a new manager, Mbappe would probably be who you choose. But I think Kvara. One Spurs player you could have signed for Arsenal throughout the years. One Spurs player I could have signed for Arsenal throughout the years, Harry Kane. I can pick three, to be honest. And that, you know what I'm saying? You know that I hate that team, but four actually. Modric, Bale, Harry Kane, and Heung-min Son. I'd take all of them at Arsenal. At the time they were at Tottenham, I feel like if those players at the time they were at Tottenham had come to Arsenal, it'd change our trajectory. It changed our trajectory. Because Son became big once Alexis left. If we replace Alexis with Son, having a different conversation. Harry Kane instead of Giroud? Harry Kane instead of Kai Havertz? You know what I'm saying? Gareth Bale, just in general, with the if we had played Gareth Bale when we had man like, you know, Jack Wilshere and Aaron Ramsey, different conversations, bro. Who I said? Son, Bale, Kane, and Modric. I mean, speaks for himself. How he went to Tottenham, I don't know. But yeah, changed our entire trajectory. Kruger Jr. Yep. Klinsmann. Interesting. Jack Holt, Hardy, Polite, no disrespect, but F no. No. Kane. Bale. Yep. I'm not sure if you asked us, I got to check what kit are you wearing. Benfica. Benfica third kit from a couple years ago. I think it's 24-25. But yeah, SL Benfica. It had Portuguese heritage, well, Portuguese DNA as well. But yeah. Nearly said Bell, to be fair. Yeah. Sol Campbell. We got that guy in the end. But yeah. Kvara all day and Modric respectively. Yeah, absolutely. Would you have wanted Sergio Ramos and his cohort to successfully buy Sevilla? That's a tough one. Yes, because I love Sergio Ramos. I absolutely love Sergio Ramos. You guys know he's my favorite defender. And it's a shame that my kit collection does not have a Sergio Ramos kit in it. But I love Sergio Ramos, man. The issue with Sergio Ramos is I think he was just a figurehead. I think he was just the face of it. And I think that I feel like he was put there to get the Sevilla fans on board. But then when you've got those big sharks in the background who know how to do business and you don't, I feel like they can use you to get the fans on board. It's like the same thing the Cronkies did. You put this charm offensive on David Dean. David Dean brings you in and says, "Yo, yeah, these guys love the club," and then they get full control and they take everything. And then next thing you know what I'm saying, we're here. We're here where we are. So I think that's what could have happened. I think it would have been a thing where it's like, oh yeah, Sergio, the fans love him, the club loves him, and then they take over and they start doing the American business model. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it could have been, to be honest. One player you can sign for Sevilla, no limits. Right now, one player I could sign for Sevilla, no limits. I think we need a lot of help, but realistic player that I could sign. Well, you said no limits. Mbappe. If I can sign any player, I think Mbappe. Actually, no, I take it back. I think Kvara as well. Kvara. I think Kvara changes Sevilla as well. Yeah. But if I could sign a Spanish player, it'd probably Pedri. Pedri or Gabby. I'd sign for Sevilla. Make sure you subscribe to my guy, Born Bob, please. Help him out. He's trying to reach, I think he's trying to reach 500. So, yeah. I think he's trying to reach 200 right now, but we're trying to get him to 5. So, if you haven't subscribed to Born Bob, just go click it, man. It's free. It's absolutely free. It don't cost you a thing. And he comes every Monday with his Boring Brew, and he has good insight. He's also got a Substack. So if you go over there and read, and he's on Spotify as well. So if you want to listen or you want to read, Boring Bob's got something for you. Make sure you go subscribe to him, please. I appreciate you guys. Do it as a favor to me. Big up to Bob. Sevilla wins the UCL. Puerto Rico qualified. Sean. Why you do this to me? Sevilla wins the UCL or Puerto Rico qualifies for the World Cup. That's an easy one, bro. It's got to be the World Cup. I love Sevilla. You guys know I love Sevilla, but watching the Huracan Azul, all right, the Blue Hurricane, like watching Puerto Rico qualify. We ain't got to win it. Just qualify. Just watching my team play Senegal or Portugal or Brazil. I know we getting dish rag, but watching us in the World Cup, like it's what Curacao felt like. It's what Cabo Verde felt like. I want to feel that for Puerto Rico. So yeah, bro, I'm taking Puerto Rico 24/7. 24/7. 365. Hold on. My computer's dying. Give me a second, guys. But yeah, I mean, I'm taking Puerto Rico shamelessly. It was a good one. It made me think, but it's got to be Puerto Rico, man. Just especially, bro, if we qualify for the next one, if we qualify for 2030, I could be struck by lightning and I die a happy man, bro. I'm not lying to you. Seeing Puerto Rico and Spain in the World Cup, bro. Berbatov, yeah. Was it Sheringham? Sheringham? Maybe. Say Sheringham. Who's the other one? Who's the other? Is it Glenn Hoddle? That's a good one as well. There's a couple of good Spurs players historically. They just play for Spuds. Big up Bourne. Yep, make sure. Kyle Walker too. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of good players that played for them. But they're oh my gosh. How did you miss that, my boy? Big up to my guy Pito. Big up to Pito. I appreciate Quadra. Good evening to you too. Terrible shirt. Which one? This one I got on? This is like my workout shirt. This is my workout shirt. But I don't work out, guys. I only do spoon ups. Yes, you feel me? So yeah. I still wouldn't mind Kane out. Facts. Klinsman back in the day was great. Yeah. I take Kane though. I put Kane right now. I think we win the UCL with Kane up front. Big up to Pito. Yep, big up to Jack. Sean says you get unlimited access to Sevilla for life or 100% ownership into Miami. Sevilla. 100% ownership of Inter Miami ain't gonna give me that. I can't watch the MLS. I just don't care. I'm from Miami. I love Miami. I can't watch it, bro. I can't watch it. I would have a product that I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want it, bro. I wouldn't want it. But Sevilla, like unlimited access, like I could go sit on game days and sit in the locker room and listen to the guy. I can go walk around, talk to random fans. Heck yeah, I'll do that, bro. I'm in Spain, but Inter Miami, no interest. No interest. 2-0 Leeds. Who are Leeds playing? Let me Google. Let me Google. Oh, Forest. Yoink. Who is that? Glasner? She should be, man. Glasner. Sheesh. Arsenal corporate suite or Sevilla season tickets? Wow. Arsenal corporate suite or Sevilla season tickets? I'd still take the Sevilla season tickets. And bro, if you didn't know, you'd be like, bro, this guy can't really be an Arsenal fan. I just love Sevilla, man. I like Sevilla season ticket to watch Real Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, Betis. Yeah, man. Like the corporate suite doesn't interest me, man. It really doesn't. Because I wouldn't like, for me, I always like to be in environments where I feel comfortable. You get what I'm saying? So like I don't think I'd feel comfortable in the corporate suite. Because you got all these rich, pompous people, you know what I'm saying, who don't really who watch Arsenal leisurely or whatnot. And I just don't feel like we'll have anything in common. But I go to Sevilla and I get season tickets. I'll find 5 dudes I got stuff in common with. And might even find friends for life. You know what I'm saying? I can't, like, and for me, sitting in a corporate, like, if I got a season ticket right now, and I say this with 100,000% honesty, if I got a season ticket right now, I'd still want to sit in the North Bank. Granted, I can sit in the Inter Ring. You know, I can sit in the club seats in the North Bank, but I'd want to sit in the North Bank. I don't want to sit next to the Cronkies. I don't want to sit, like, I want to sit in the North Bank. That's where I want to sit. But for me, I would love to sit in the Gol Norte at the Sanchez Pizjuan. I want to sit in the Gol Norte. I just want to jump around. Hector Bellerin with the shot. Oh, Hecky B. I miss Hector Bellerin, man. I think he was offside as well. You guys see that James Madison fractured his shoulder? Sadness. Sucks. Sucks when you're injured. Even though it's the Spuds, man, it sucks when you're injured. Strong. Pito says, I might actually cry, bro, if Puerto Rico qualified for the World Cup, bro. Grown man And are they doing water breaks? Are they doing They're doing hydration breaks, bro. They're doing hydration breaks in La Liga. I'm through. It sucks. But yeah, Puerto Rico qualified for a World Cup. I'd lose it, bro. I don't. I'm speechless. I don't know. That's the Arsenal question, so I'm skipping it. Good try though. Big up to you, Bob. We ain't talking Arsenal. Good try though. Benfica. Okay. You don't like Benfica? It's fine. Listen, if I don't really follow Portuguese football, but if I were to choose one of the big teams, it'd probably be Porto. I like Porto. I like their kits. I like their Estadio do Dragão. I like the wine, Francesinha. Yeah, bro. I like Porto, so probably Porto. Although I probably I'm going to try to watch. I'm going to try to watch. Oh God, what is the name of the club? Estrella. That's what I'm gonna try to. That's the English side. Estrella. I'm gonna try to watch them because Leandro Antonetti, Puerto Rico's striker, is the striker for Estrella. So I'm gonna try to watch them and try to figure out where in the world Jeremy De Leon is gone. Jeremy De Leon, because I don't know where he's gone. But yeah, personally, I could never rate national stuff over club. I get that it's a much different context with England, though. For me, my nationality means a lot to me, man. I like clubs. I like clubs. But for me, Puerto Rico over anything, bro. Like, I don't care if Puerto Rico makes the national curling championships. I'm gonna support them. I through and through, bro. Through and through. For my mom, for my grandma, Puerto Rico, anything. So for me, if Puerto Rico were to make the World Cup, bro, I'd take Puerto Rico making the World Cup over pretty much anything, to be honest. But yeah. Nah. It's not happening, Bob. It's not happening. You gonna make me buy a Batiste kit just for when? Listen, I didn't know you were anti. I don't really support anybody in Portugal. This cost me about 10 quid, so I wear it because it's comfortable. I was just gonna wear a black t-shirt, but I wanted to stay on brand. Glasner stinks. That's that jump up. That jump up is crazy. Okay, smart guy. Arsenal dugout or Sevilla dugout? As far as where I'm sitting, Sevilla, because Sevilla's drops down. Listen, it makes me sound like a hater, but I'm not. I'll take Sevilla's stadium atmosphere over North London any day of the week. And I hope Woody's not watching, but it's the truth. I will take Sevilla's atmosphere, the whole thing. I snuck in Sevilla games, and I would take their atmosphere, especially on a European night, over Arsenal 24/7. Sevilla for me. I love Arsenal. I take Arsenal over anybody else in England. Que mierda, bro. Dag nabbit. Batiste scores. All right. So yeah, I would take now if you're talking about coaching, I'd still take Sevilla. All access to Sevilla, no limits. All access to Arsenal, no limits. All access to Puerto Rico games, all expenses covered. Which one you taking? Sean, man, where you getting these questions? Yeah. I would all access. I'm gonna take Puerto Rico because Puerto Rico, they play like Jamaica, they play Anguilla, they play Cabo Verde. Like I can hop for free. Like it's the Caribbean, sunny, and we're going from island to island. Like if I could travel with Puerto Rico for 2 years, but oh yeah, I'm traveling. It's basically a holiday. But if we're talking about just for the games itself, all access, that should have been an equalizer. Should have been an equalizer. But yeah, I take Puerto Rico on that one. Not sure, but probably made of glass. That guy. Yes or no question. Arsenal win 3 UCLs in a row, but for those 3 seasons, you're not allowed to watch or discuss Sevilla on stream. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I love Sevilla, man. I tell people this. I love Sevilla, bro. As a club, and for me, it's like saying the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, but you can't watch Arsenal. I can't do it, bro. And I've been a Dolphins fan my entire life. We just don't win. It's fun. But I love Sevilla, bro. I love Spanish football. I love Spain. I literally watched the World Cup as a Spanish fan. So yeah, man. I love Sevilla. It's like I asked Gianni the same question. Like for me, he talked about going to Napoli games. My first ever club match was Sevilla. My second ever club match, Sevilla. My third ever club match, Sevilla. I went to 3 or 4 Sevilla matches before I had even gone to Arsenal for the first time. And I'd gone to Sevilla matches years before I went to Arsenal. I didn't go to my first Arsenal match till 2019. I went to my first Sevilla match in 2015, 4 years before. I snuck into a Sevilla game to watch Sevilla versus Real Madrid. So it's just the honest answer, bro. Like, I was a Sevilla fan before I was an Arsenal fan. The issue with being a Sevilla fan, as you know, Rob, is it's really hard to get any coverage of La Liga because it's not like the Prem where you see it in America, you see it in the Caribbean. Like La Liga is not like that, so it's a lot harder to be a Sevilla fan. But I got the La Liga package in my house in North Carolina just so I could watch Sevilla on weekends, and I watch Sevilla and then I watch Arsenal. So for me, I love Sevilla, man. It's an honest truth. I also love Arsenal. I like 2 clubs. It is what it is. But yeah, I definitely a Sevilla fan. I didn't realize what's with the compare to Arsenal questions. So there's a difference between asking about the atmosphere than asking about the club. And so when I say we don't talk about Arsenal, like I show Arsenal kits, like I showed, my Arsenal membership boxes, right? I showed the packs, but I don't talk about the club. I don't talk about transfers. I don't talk about what's going on. So if you ask me, what do you think about Arsenal's atmosphere versus what do you think about Mikel Arteta? 2 different things, right? So I don't talk Arsenal shop in this one, but I will talk Arsenal kit. I will talk about Arsenal atmosphere. I'll talk about going to Arsenal matches, but I won't talk about what's happening at the club, if that makes sense. So yes. You get access to Sevilla for life, but you have to become a Spurs fan. No thanks. I'll never watch Sevilla again. I literally just sat here waxing lyric about, bro, I would rather watch. I would rather watch, no lie. I hate the New England Patriots. If you know anything about football, I hate the Pats. I would rather get a Pats season ticket and watch every single Patriots game than watch a single season of being a Spurs fan. I will do 10 seasons of being a Pats fan over one season of being. I just hate that club. At least the Pats got, like, they have a reason why they're cocky. But easy question as well, Batiste. And I don't like Batiste. Can't stand. But Batiste have a culture, right? This is, and Sean is on a roll. Batiste have a culture. They have a certain culture. They have a history of winning things. Spurs do not. Spurs have not won a big trophy, a major trophy, in 60 years. Batiste have. Batiste are in the Champions League. So I choose Batiste, and it hurt. It would hurt, but Spurs, they are the worst team. I would literally rather pick 99% of the teams in the world over Tottenham Hotspur. I would never. I don't like anything about their club except the stadium, and even that's tainted by the fact that they play in it. So anyone heard the Puerto Rico song Toe Tapper? Which one? There's so many. So many. Sean is on. Sean, yeah, man, he's got the good questions. He's got the good question. Puerto Rico, Sevilla, Arsenal. There you have it, folks. It is what it is. But like I said, I've been honest since day one. I told you guys. Valencia are now starting to cook, but it's kind of late. That's out. I don't know what kept it in. Rob say he missed the goal. Yep. Big up, Mr. Pancho, 1886. Thank you so much. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. I do have some ground rules, and there's only really one, right? You have come to my channel, but this is not an Arsenal show. This specific show. So when we do the Waffle House, we do not talk about Arsenal. I do see the Arsenal thumbnail. I appreciate you coming by, but this is the everything else show, right? Because I have a million. I mean, we talk about Arsenal all the time. So I talked about kits. So I do my kits. If you're new here, I did purchase this one. Beautiful kit. And of course, at Let's Go Madrid. But yes, we do everything else. But thank you so much for stopping by. I will do Arsenal kits. So yeah. So yeah. And Bourne says, okay, friends, I understand. Yeah. We talk about the Arsenal experience. We don't talk about the actual club. But yeah, up to Souvlaki. Yeah, man, I like Souvlaki. Listen, a good gyro. Absolutely, bro. Greek food is underrated, I think, bro. Like, I've been to Greece a few times. I absolutely love it. I went to Romania, was eating Greek. Like, I just love it. I love a good souvlaki. Sean said you get to go back in time and can only represent one as a player. Puerto Rico and Inter Miami, or Sevilla and USA. Puerto Rico and Inter Miami. And the reason why, to represent Puerto Rico, putting that shirt on my body and watching my grandmother, seeing my grandmother watch me play the game, like seeing my grandmother watch me represent the country she lives and grew up in, I think would mean the world to me. Inter Miami, I'm from Miami, man. So like I'm from Miami, and you know what I'm saying, it will be MLS, but playing it's in the heart of Miami as well. So playing for my hometown team, Yeah. Would I love to play for Sevilla? Yes, but then I'd have to play for the USA, and I don't want to do that. So yeah. Valencia are trying. I think they lost this game. But yeah. It's literally called the Puerto Rico song. It's everywhere. Let me start this so I can actually look at it. But yeah, I'll look it up in a minute. Sevilla wins the UCL, La Liga, and Copa del Rey, or Puerto Rico qualified for the Gold Cup semis. I'll take Sevilla. In that instance, I'll take Sevilla because I don't really rate the Gold Cup, to be honest. It sounds terrible, but it's not the World Cup. If you said the World Cup, I'm taking the World Cup 24/7. But yeah, if like the Gold Cup, I don't really rate it, bro. I don't rate it as a competition because it's literally just America, Canada, and Mexico. Like that's pretty much it. The World Cup is different. If it was the World Cup, then I would definitely if it was the World Cup, then I would definitely go for that. But Sevilla wins the UCL, La Liga, and Copa del Rey, the treble. I'll take it. It would change the trajectory. I don't think Puerto Rico making the semis of the World Cup would change anything. I think that people would rate us. It'd be a great thing, but it wouldn't change the trajectory of the actual program because of how it's run. So, yeah. Mr. Manchester, I've been watching for a moment. All good, brother. Keep it up. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Especially Greece. I went through who was watching as well. And yeah, we had someone from Greece as well. So it must have been you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate everywhere in the world people watching. So yeah. Sean says Spanish citizenship or UK citizenship? Spanish. I've been trying to get my Spanish passport for ages. I like the UK. This question, honestly, Sean, 6 years ago, actually no, 26, 8 years ago, this question would have been different. The answer to this question would have been different. 8 years ago, if you asked me UK citizenship or Spanish, I'd have taken UK because you had the United Kingdom, everything was open. So I would have liked that. I would have liked to be part of the United Kingdom and been able to travel all across Europe and enjoy myself. But since they've closed their borders and they're not part of the EU anymore, I take Spanish because it gives you an opportunity to actually go to different places. Like I can go to Italy and Portugal without borders, without a visa. You know what I'm saying? So now it's Spanish. But if you'd asked me probably 10 years ago, it probably would have been United Kingdom, to be honest. So yeah. Yeah, we're in Greece. Where are you in Greece, Mr. Pancho? And Batiste won. Wah, 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 wah. So yeah. Yeah. But none of the beautiful Batiste kits, no. And listen, I'd wear a Batiste kit before I wore a Tottenham one. I'd be the greenest person you've ever seen before I put on a Tottenham Hotspur kit. I ain't gonna lie to you. So yeah, it's not happening. No, would not be putting on sloppy Hotspur. I'll do a lot of things, but not sloppy. And I've never owned a Tottenham kit. I don't got none in the collection. I just never liked it. From the first day when I was choosing teams, I said I don't like the chicken on the beach ball. That's what I went to the store and I said it looks like a chicken on a beach ball. I don't want that. So yeah. So yeah. You have a contract on the table, $150K per week at Arsenal or $50K per week at Sevilla. I'm taking $150K per week at Arsenal. I love Sevilla. Sevilla. That's terrible. I love Sevilla because I'm switching between English and Spanish pronunciation. I love Sevilla, but that $150K is money that I probably never see again. So right now, if you offered me, you say, hey, you get 50K per week in Sevilla or 150K a week in London. I'm taking 150K, bro. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I'm gonna take it for a few years, and then I'll go back to Seville because I have enough money saved up to just actually go there and retire. So I'm taking 150K per week. But yeah, I would love Sevilla, but yeah, I'm taking 150K per week. So Sean says, "What if they win the Gold Cup?" Now, if they win the Gold Cup, I'm still because does winning Gold Cup get you automatic qualification to the World Cup? Let me Google. I don't. It shows that I don't watch the World Cup. Does winning the Gold Cup qualify you for the World Cup? So according to Google, it says winning the Gold Cup does not qualify a team for the World Cup. So I'm taking Sevilla again. I don't rate the Gold Cup, bro. I just don't rate it. I don't rate the Gold Cup at all. So yeah, it is what it is. I don't rate the Gold Cup at all. I would love Puerto Rico to win something to get one up on the U.S., but I'd rather it be the World Cup. If you offered that same thing, you say Sevilla win the treble, Puerto Rico win the World Cup, bro. If Puerto Rico listen, if you said Sevilla win the treble or Puerto Rico make it to the semis of the World Cup, I'm taking the semis of the World Cup. The World Cup, I'm taking the semis. Because that means that we still have a chance to finish third. And even if we didn't finish third and we finished fourth, we were in the semi. This small nation, this small colony. So, yeah, man, that's what I would pick. UK shot themselves in the foot. Precisely. I'm still not sure. Still unsure. I think they're still unsure as well. But yeah. Sean says, "Are you under the same restrictions as foreigners needing 10 years to be a Spanish citizen, or do you get the 2-year faster as a Puerto Rican national?" I get the 2 years. I get the 2 years for being a Puerto Rican national. The issue is that I've been here for nearly 8. So even if I were to move to Spain, I'm already like 80% of the way done. With the UK thing, it doesn't make sense for me to move to Spain now. But I will do once I get residence in the UK. I'm like the way that I am. I'm always a person that wants to be sure and anchor somewhere so that if I do something else and I fail, I still have this to come back to. So I don't want to just go to Spain and then something happens where I can't get the Spanish residence or the Spanish citizen, and I've just fluffed up an opportunity that I'm literally on the track for now. So once I get the UK settled, once I get settled in the UK, then I will think about going to Spain and becoming a Spanish citizen. But until then, are you currently just a U.S. and Puerto Rico passport, or just the U.S.? Because Puerto Rico used the U.S., but I'm sure you knew that. If you could choose any besides Spain or the U.K., as far as passports, any passport besides that, any passport besides Spain, and I won't count the UK as well because I think that's what you're asking. I'd probably choose somewhere like Japan, like a Japanese passport, or like Norway. I feel like a Norwegian passport would be nice. Like a Scandinavian passport, I feel like would be great as well. Yeah. Big up to my guy Woody. How's it going? I'm part of the Ask Me Anything portion of the channel, of the chat. So for about 10 more minutes, I will be doing Ask Me Anything, and then I will get ready for work tomorrow. Yeah. I have US and Japan, but I want Norwegian citizenship for the Schengen access, but neither Japan or Norway now do dual citizenship. Also want Irish if I can marry into it. Listen, I said, if I go to Ireland, when Shane was in here, if I go to Ireland and they start singing to me, it's a rap ski. It's a rap ski. Listen, I I was watching Peaky Blinders, and the Irish chick starts. She's in the pub, and she starts singing, and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Listen, risk it all, bro. Risk it for a biscuit." You feel me? But yes, can you hold dual passport? You can, Spain. I can. Yes, I probably can. Yeah. U.S. I can hold as many passports as I feel, but Spain. So Spain has a rule that you're not allowed dual nationality except for with the rule that you were talking about, the 2-year fast track. So if you're a 2-year fast track and you do it, you can hold your previous and whatever passport you have, which is why if I got, and this is the thing, it might be a thing where I don't get a British passport. It might be where I get indefinite leave to remain. And as long as I don't leave here for 2 years, I keep it. So, it's one of those things where I could probably live in the UK and then go live in Spain for a year, come back for a couple months, go back live in Spain. That satisfied the 2 years, get my Spanish passport, and then come back to the UK with my Spanish passport and my indefinite leave to remain, and then probably get a British one, while I'm at it. But I also think, and this is just my opinion, but I think that the effects of Brexit will be reversed. I think that the UK will rejoin the EU, not in the same capacity that it was before, but I think they will make it easier for you to be in the EU. So yeah, that's what it is. All Americans are Irish anyway. Yeah, they that's what they say. I have Nando's. What's your order? My Nando's order is 5 wings, 5 wings medium with spicy rice and peri salted chips. That's what it is. So 5 wings medium, spicy rice, peri salted chips, and I love the Coke Zero. So that's what I would do. Coke Zero. If I'm feeling froggy, I'll get like the half chicken. But yeah, I like the wings. I love the spicy rice and the peri salted chips. Absolutely love that. Island girls all the way, sexy accent. That's facts. Japan doesn't allow dual citizenship unless you get it from birth, which is why I have both U.S. and Japan. But if I choose to get any other, I'd have to get rid of Japan, and I can't do that. Yeah, it's got a strong passport. Yep, absolutely. So I don't blame you. And I want that Irish passport after I marry an Irish girl that's got great tax and business benefit. I'm pretty sure it does. Ireland's great, man. Ireland's a great place to visit. But I wanted a passport in the EU, which is why I kind of settled in the UK, and then they did their madness. So yeah, now it'd just be like having an American passport, which is fine. But I actually like living in England. But yeah, if I can get a Spanish passport and be able to travel the Schengen zone and all of the nation states without a visa, it would be so much easier because I love going to the Canary Islands. I love going to Portugal. I love going to Romania. I love Romania. So yeah, it'd be great. It'd be absolutely great. Ideally, a passport from each region of the world would be ideal. Yeah, man, you can just go wherever you want. You're open to it. So yeah. But good questions though. Good questions though, Sean. I appreciate it. Any others? Any other questions? I think what we found out so far is that Sevilla over Arsenal, Puerto Rico over Sevilla. So unfortunately, I think that's what we found out. And of course, Jack summed it up pretty well. Puerto Rico, Sevilla, Arsenal. There you have it, folks. So yeah, it's how I am, man. It's I love Arsenal. Thoughts on El Salvador? I picked him to be next Singapore, but the way the country's been running, I don't know anything about El Salvador. I do have Salvadoran friends, but I don't really know anything about. Yeah, I don't really know anything about El Salvador except for the fact that listen, now because you guys know we're a kid channel here. Their kids annoy me, right? Their kids annoy me so much because of their badge. Like broski. That's the best we could do. In E and an S, that's the best we could do. A Microsoft Word ENS, that's the best that we could do for a kid, bro. Shameful, bro. How far does this go back? Look at, you know what I'm saying? It's a small badge. You probably could have let me see if I can do it. All right, so I guess this is the primary logo. But you look at this and it's like, it's okay. Surely you can do. I mean, it's got a lot of words on it. Like, but this is what you went from this, which is basic, to just an ENS, bro. That's the best we could come up with. Nah, fam. Nah. Woody says on bar. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, Woody. Like, when it comes to my country, Puerto Rico, I want to win first, and then I like Sevilla, man. I can't help it. It's my first team I ever supported. My first European club I ever supported was Sevilla Football Club. I got the proof. Big up in Salvador 503. Yeah, but they could do the badge a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie to you, that they could have done better. Third, I'm sorry. I'm absolutely sorry. My ex is Peruvian Italian mix, and if we got married, I was gonna be set with Peruvian Italian citizenship. Jeez, you passport, bro. Just collecting all the passports. LOL. The Jamaican factual, absolutely factual. As you can see, I've got the football kit archive on there, and the one that I have saved was the I don't want to watch this though. The Yokohama Marinos. But yeah, we should have seen this in the World Cup, but they fluffed their lines. I'm wearing a vintage El Salvador kit right now with Marioni on the back. Yeah, man, the old badge, they could have just updated it, bro. That ES is just bothering me. Jack says, which team do you follow more on social media channels, Sevilla or Arsenal? Right now, Sevilla, because I'm trying to learn Spanish. So even today, like, I watched the introduction of Robbie Ura and Georgie Kosharsvili. I watched their introduction. They did it together. But I watch Sevilla stuff because I'm trying to improve my Spanish. But I watch Arsenal because they do like the kit that, you know, they went and picked the kits. The reason why I stay away from Arsenal social media is because it's mostly Mikel Arteta, and it annoys me to no end. Like, I don't see Garcia Plaza except when he does his when he does his press conferences, But when I look on Arsenal media, I see Mikel walking a dog, Mikel in an advert, Mikel this, Mikel that. Oh, this is Mikel's thoughts, and it annoys me. So yeah, I'd rather just watch Sevilla, but I don't really follow either one of them that much on social media, to be fair. Like I follow fan pages more than the actual club pages when it comes to those clubs, both clubs. Yep, that's the one I'm wearing right now. Yeah, I got the last year's one in the thing, but yeah, I happen to be wearing my Charlie George era Arsenal shirt at the moment. I met that guy, Charlie George. Great guy, man. Absolutely great guy. Great guy. But yeah, love Charlie George. Listen, like I said, I love Arsenal, but I don't get on the internet, and I won't get on the internet and lie to you guys. I love Sevilla, man. I love Sevilla. I love the people. I love the beer. I love the atmosphere from the stadium. And if you ask me, honestly, would I pick the atmosphere or the of the Sanchez Pizjuan or the atmosphere of the Emirates? I'm picking the Sanchez Pizjuan because I've seen that place not be quiet for 90 minutes. I've seen the Emirates be quiet. I've seen the Emirates go quiet. And I like energy. I like jumping. I like hearing one side of the stadium sing to each other. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the Arsenal. Would I pick Arsenal over Southampton? Absolutely. Would I pick Arsenal over Rangers? Absolutely. Would I pick Arsenal over, Liverpool, Anfield? Absolutely. But when it comes to Spain and Sevilla, I wouldn't pick Real Madrid over Sevilla. I wouldn't pick PSG. I wouldn't pick the toughest option I would have for a game would be the yellow wall. That I'd be mixed. Either go to Sevilla or go experience the yellow wall. Now we're talking. But when it comes, there's not many English stadiums that I'm going to pick as far as atmosphere over Sevilla Football Club. To be honest, it's not many. And I love going to Arsenal. I enjoy, but unless you've been to a Spanish football ground as a Spanish fan, it's a different feeling, and I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting my drinks. I enjoy speaking to the people. I enjoy it. So yeah, no disrespect to Arsenal. I absolutely love Arsenal. But yeah, that is sick. Absolutely. I met Charlie George, and I got his autograph 3 times. I put those away though. Yes, sir. Trying to live that good life on a base out of Okinawa as a home base, island life. Yeah, that's where the Marines are as well. Okinawa. So yeah, get you that Yokohama Marinos. Yeah, man, I want it. I'm gonna add it to my collection. I'm gonna pop in. That's a good question, Jack. Who has the best kittens in Japan? Let us see, shall we? So we got Jay Lease. Nah, I'm not looking at that one. So only the 3? What? That's it? There we go. I was like, what's going on here? They've all. I feel like it's Yokohama. That right there. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, bro. That's my kind of kid. hate these ads. X the ads. Go away. It won't let me exit, and I hate that for me. Ugh. Look at that bad boy. There you go. I got it that time. And that right there, oh, that's me all day long. Yeah. Even with the draft thing, the Nissan, yeah. Was that the team I picked the last time? I think I did pick that team. I don't remember what team I picked. Tokyo Verde. I like that right there. I like that right there. It's nice. We look at Yokohama. Gamba Sako Kawasaki. That's some all right ones. This is the one I was looking at. Look at that. Look at that. Take my money. I like Hanshin Tigers merch for baseball. Don't own any soccer stuff. Me neither. No Japan. I gotta hit the Asian market, man. Hit the Asian market for real. What he said, I always cringe when foreign players join Arsenal and say how great the fans are in the atmosphere at games is because I'm like, I've seen where you've come from, those fans. Bro, the ultras. I always talk about the Gol Norte, like the Bitters Norte, the ultras at Sevilla. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you look at teams like Galatasaray, you look at teams like Slavia Prague, Sparta Prague. Like, you look at those teams and you see the ultras, and then you come to England and they won't even let like the Ashburton Army sit in the thing and create an atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I'm gonna pick Seville over any team in England. But if you ask me which atmosphere I take in England, it's going to be Arsenal first because I've been to other stadiums and I think Arsenal has a great atmosphere. The only stadium that I would take for atmosphere over Arsenal is probably Fratton Park because I've been to Fratton Park and it feels like Europe. Those dudes don't shut up. You know what I'm saying? Fratton Park is nice. It's a little bit of a dump, but the fans are passionate. But yeah, bro, like I'm taking Spain 24/7, bro. I'm taking Spain. I'm taking Cordoba, and I've been to Cordoba as well. Kashima Antlers have some cool kits. Are they on my thing? Where are my kits? Yeah, there. Ooh. That haircut is diabolical. That bowl cut is diabolical. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pick on nobody, but that's a diabolical haircut, my friend. Yeah, I can't stop looking at it. It's just so blonde. But this right here, yeah, I like a crazy kid. I like that right there. Nike. I'm not too much fan of this one. Oh, I know this is basketball, and we're not on basketball. Oh, I like Raptor. I like the Raptor. Sorry, we got off topic. I like the Raptor. Yeah. I like that as well. And England needs ultras back in football for the atmosphere. Yeah, but It's not coming back, man, because the ultras turn into the hooligans, and then you got some issues. Because they don't want hooliganism. Ooh, 2025. I like that. Yikes. That's interesting. They do got some interesting kits, so I like that. I like crazy kits, man. You guys know me. That's playing. Now we don't like playing over here. But let me look at my team then. Then look at my team, Yokohama. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, this gonna be my J League team, everybody. Yokohama Marinos. Oh, the collar got me. Oh, it's on the sleeves too. Yeah, take my money. Take my money. Let me go. Yeah, take my funds. Take my funds. Oh man, they got the stripe going down a bit as well. Oh, I miss all the good kit. Oh goodness, yes. Oh yes, please. I need it. I need it in my life. Just the red and blue. Oh my goodness. I want it. I want the kit. These are old kits, but look at, oh goodness gracious. Yikes. Looking like the Charlotte's haircut. Trash. Basura. I'm biased because I'm a Tokyo Verde fan, but I like Urawa, Marinos, and Hiroshima. I'm gonna learn about J League because I'm international. Or Hiroshima. Let's look at Urawa, the red diamonds. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I like the Mitsubishi. Now I seen this one, and if the sponsor wasn't there, it'd probably be great. Or if the sponsor was just in Japanese. Oh, look at that card. That's a nice kit there. That's a nice kit. That's a nice kit. Yeah, they got some nice ones. But the sponsor, the random Nisi gas, is killing me. If they just had the Japanese font, then I'd be all over it. I do like the fact that they've changed the badge as well. But this right here, look at that. Look at that bad boy. That thing's beautiful. But yeah. Not gonna lie, that double draft is overkill for me. Yeah. But I like overkill. It's perfect for me. But yeah. All right, listen. We've reached the part of the show. I've answered the questions. We talked about kits. I've gone through. And it is now time for me to hit the hay. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. It's not if you're in the building. Thank you guys so much for smashing the likes and subscribing and doing all that. And like I said, man, like I said, I'm glad we do this show. I love this show. This is my favorite show. Because we get to just talk to each other about other stuff. You know, sometimes you can get caught up on, especially being an Arsenal fan, you can get caught up on what the club's not doing, what, you know, you don't like this person, like that person. And I like doing a different stream to just get my mind off of that, man. And like I said, it's tough because being an Arsenal fan, you're not just fighting the rivals, you're fighting your own fans, man. You're talking to your own fans, you're having to defend yourself against your own fans, and it gets exhausting. And I'm not going to do it anymore. So, this is also talking about the upcoming shows. It all goes into the same thing. So like I said it before, man, I'm going to do less panel shows. Like I said, I was going on Waffle Dons on Mondays, but I just don't want to do the back and forth. I don't want to do the debate anymore, because I've realized that no one's gonna change my mind about how I feel about the club, and I'm not gonna change anybody's mind. Not that I was trying to, but yeah, it's not gonna change my mind, and I want to do more Sevilla things because I get a better feeling when I do Sevilla. And I know that a lot of people join this channel because I do Arsenal things, and I get that. If it's not for you anymore, if you don't want to hear me talk Sevilla, if you don't want to hear me do the Waffle House, then I wish you all the best. I don't want to keep anyone here under any false pretenses, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting to come on here and just do Arsenal, and then you get the random trolls. You get the people saying the same thing over and over again. Like, I'm just to the point where we got Mikel Arteta. He's going to be our manager. It is what it is. We've got Kai Havertz. He's going to be our striker. It is what it is. We got Nani Madueke. Like, we have these people, and it's not going to change. So I'm not going to get stressed over it anymore. And I want to enjoy football, which is why I went back to Sevilla. I want to enjoy watching a team play football. I don't talk about the manager of Sevilla streams. I only talk about the players. I talked about Isaac Romero and him staking out the gaff. Like, that's what I want to talk about. And I felt myself and I feel myself talking about other things when it comes to Arsenal instead of the football, instead of the joy. Like, I don't feel like I have joy talking about Arsenal anymore. And I don't want to be that way. So, I do the touchline trifecta with Bob and Dartside because it feels good. We don't argue over each other. We let each other talk, and we hear each other's point of view, whether we agree with it or not. I just sometimes I just don't feel like that on other streams. I feel like people just want to shout. People want a viral moment, and I don't want virality, man. It's not what I'm going for. I want a community, and I want to just chat. I know that people have other points of view. People feel differently, and I embrace that as long as we're respectful. But I don't have to shout over you to get my point across. So yeah, I'm just doing less panel shows at the moment. I'm still doing Arsenal. I'm still doing my match previews. I'll still do a couple of watch-alongs. But I just want to enjoy the football again. So I'm getting into a space where I can enjoy it. What else? FPL. As Jack said, he didn't realize that we had an FPL league. It's down there. I fixed the code so people can join. I'm trash at it because I always forget. But apparently Bob's really good at it. So we'll see how well that goes. Bob. But yeah, doing that. As far as my next show, keep the notifications on. I'm gonna do a show on Thursday, definitely. I'm gonna do a show on Thursday. I don't know what the show's gonna be. I am probably gonna be away next week because I'm going on holiday. My wife is mandating me. It's our anniversary next week. And she's seen that I've just been generally stressed. If you haven't watched the beginning, of this video, I implore you to please watch it. First 10 minutes is all I'm asking. But I basically talk about mental health in the first 10 minutes. So once this is over, just watch that. And leave a comment if you want. I would appreciate it. But check on your friends, man. Check on your friends, check on your loved ones. Anyone who's smiling and happy, make sure they're okay. Because sometimes people joke, people smile, and they're not okay. And that's something that I want to reiterate. Like I said, I wasn't okay. I haven't been okay. Um, as far as kind of uh, dealing with, the anniversary of my mother's passing, basically, and I'm dealing with that. And this Waffle House, this YouTube channel helps me. It helps me get through those feelings. And just chatting with you guys mean a lot to me. So I do appreciate you guys, everyone who's watching, everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed. Like I showed you guys, 2,000 hours that we've gotten. We're halfway. And I'll show it to you again because I still have it up there. 2,000 hours. Now it doesn't want to work. There we go. 2,000 hours that we've got of people watching my stuff, of people supporting me. 623 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I never thought that this show would get close to being monetized or get close to, or this channel, sorry, not the show, this channel would get close to being monetized. But I do appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate you for watching, for supporting, for sharing it out. It means a lot that you guys come here and give me your time. Time is everything. So I do appreciate it. I really do. It means the world to me. Let me get into your comments because I have fallen behind while I was waffling. Yep, the white kid is nice. Bless up to Sean. Bless up to Pito. Jack, sorry, says didn't realize you had an FPL league. Gonna join. Yes, I do. It's scrolling down the bottom. I've actually fixed the code so that you can join. Don't watch at the beginning if you're looking for the code because I messed it up. I've copied it right this time, I promise. Rob says, I enjoy everything about Batiste more than Arsenal, just the way the last few years have been with the way the club's changed. Yeah, and that's the thing. I spoke about this before, Rob, with Arsenal. When I first joined Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, I felt, we were getting pummeled, but it felt different. Now I just feel like fans are finding something to argue about. Fans are finding something to beef with other fans about. And I don't have that problem with Sevilla. Like when I talk about Sevilla in the Sevilla Reddit, when I talk about Sevilla in Sevilla spaces, it's just we want to win. One guy, he's speaking in Spanish. He said, I didn't know that people outside of Spain love Sevilla. And I love that. Like, I love that. And what do you think about this? And people are interested in hearing about you. And it's not about the manager. It's not about, making, players, pumping up players that are mid. You know what I'm saying? Sevilla fans, we know that Isaac Romero went from the number 7 to the number 16. And people were in the chat saying, I don't understand why he's done this. What have you done to deserve that number? If Nani Madueke goes into the 14 and has 2 good games, there will be swathes of Arsenal fans saying he's the best thing since sliced bread. It's just fake, bro. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel real. So, yeah, just for me, I'm enjoying Sevilla so much more than I'm enjoying Arsenal. And it's not the manager. It's the culture of the club now. It's the culture that we live in where people would much rather be in social media and be, I love everything and I'm on the right side of the club than actually be right. So, yeah, man, I'm enjoying Sevilla a lot. Pito said, as a sporting Man United fan, I didn't know you were a Man United fan, but big up to you, Pito. I never knew you were a Man United fan. I just always assumed he was Arsenal. I shouldn't assume, but okay, that makes sense now. And I get the sporting thing. I figured the sporting thing when you was the Benfica thing. The only people that hate sporting are Benfica and vice versa. But yeah, I would be a Porto fan. I wouldn't care for either. But yes, I understand how you feel, bro. Football community can be so toxic, especially for bigger clubs. Yeah. So like, and I talk about this, man. Like Sevilla, sorry, my eyes are burning because I've been here too long. Sevilla, we know that we're not winning La Liga, but to compete feels good, man. It feels great. So yeah. Big up to Shoes. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Just signed up to the league. Thank you, Jack. Big up to Wahaha as well. He says, I'm so happy right now. Why are you happy? What's happened? Big up to you. Make sure you subscribe to Waha as well. Make sure you subscribe to everybody who has the channel, especially my guy, Bob. Prayers up. Thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate it. Yep. Celtic did the thing. They bottled a 4-0 lead. Jeez. So yeah. Who's your team? United. Yeah. You were the one complaining why is there a mod that supports United? What's United? Did I do a whole? I'm confused. Tigers. What a great goal by Batiste. Yeah, man, good goal. I'm not that much of a hater. I can appreciate good football when I see it. Even though it sells a lot, I can appreciate it. So big up to you. Who complained? Yeah, man, cracking finish. Absolutely. It's a good finish. I think it's my my fan blowing. My eyes are dry now because I've been on here. Whole counter. Yeah, it's all about being on the right side of history. It's jarring. So yeah. Cheers, Quasha. And Sue said, I stepped away from the online community. I came to support Arsenal, but our fan base is toxic. And this is what I mean, Suge. Like I was in a group chat and I just left it, bro. I left it because I just don't want to debate anymore. Like, and it sucks because I love a good debate. It's just, I don't, bro. I feel sometimes that people just say things because they want to be part of the get along game. And I can't be that. But I also don't want to be part of the hate Arsenal to hate Arsenal game. Like, I don't want to hate on people at my club, and I don't want to praise them. I just want to be in the middle. I want to praise them when they do well, and I want to break them when they don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to criticize them when they don't. Nani Madueke scores a goal. Good job. Oh, he's the greatest thing since, he's the greatest. Oh my God, he's such a great signing. He scored 2 goals. Like, we can call a spade a spade. Did Nani Madueke contribute? Yeah, he contributed 2 goals. Was he effective? No, because he only scored 2 goals. The same reason we're getting rid of, this is not an Arsenal stream. I'm on one now. The same reason we're getting rid of Martinelli. It's the same reason we keep it on the Madueke. Make it make sense, right? And with Arsenal, it just became so frustrating to do it. So I'm taking a step back. I've left group chats. I'm in my own lane because I just want peace when I watch football, and I get that. I get that when I watch Sevilla, and I use my watch alongs for example. My Arsenal watch along and my Sevilla watch along. Which ones do you think got more views? Very easy. And I thought Arsenal would get more views. It was Sevilla. My Sevilla watch along got more views than my Arsenal one. I thought the Arsenal one would get more views. My Sevilla stream got 350, I believe, views. So I'm enjoying Sevilla, man. I'm enjoying watching us. Rob comes in here. Rob Future is a Batiste fan. He'll come in here and take the mic, but it's all respect and it's all love. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's all respect and love, bro. And he's a rival fan. I got fans in my own community who don't treat me with respect. And it's weird, bro. It's weird. I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted of it, bro. I actually am. And people will be like, but you decided to start a YouTube. Yes, I decided to start a YouTube to give my thoughts on Arsenal. And the great thing about my channel is I can control what I say and I can control who's on here. If I don't want to hear you, if I don't want to be bothered, I can get rid of you. That's it. I don't do this for a living. I do this for fun and to get my brain off of it. So yeah. It's the same for everyone. Maybe yours is a bit extra, but not much better on this side. Absolutely. United, I've seen their fans. I've got United friends, and even they say the same thing that I say. Like, it's exhausting. So yeah. Big up Waffle. Make sure you subscribe to him. And big up the Suge. I don't come online for stress, avoid the drama. Exactly. And that's why I do the Waffle House. I don't want to talk about Arsenal. I want to talk about the good things. Let me get this off the screen. I want to talk about the good things. I want to talk about deciding things, the things that we're doing great in life. And just today we did all scenarios and we came, we figured out my hierarchy of football clubs. So we've discovered something and it's great. We talked about kits. We talked about atmosphere. We had a little waffle and a chin whack. That's what I love, bro. I love this show. Big up Waha, and that's true. I can imagine other fan base like your fan base being similar. Yeah, I think it's just the Prem club, the big Prem clubs, to be honest. Yeah, I got enough of that in real life. And bro, people have, this is the thing, right? People have real life problems going on. And like I said, you know what I'm saying? I have some emotional issues that I'm working past. I got my own life outside of this. I have a job, a 9 to 5 that I'm working outside of this. Like, I don't want to come, and this is the thing. I love football because it's an escape. That's why I chose Sevilla. When my mom passed away, Sevilla was my escape. I didn't know anything else. I was living in Spain. There wasn't as easy access to American sports at the time, on the TV. So what I turned to? I turned to La Liga. I turned to Sevilla. And then when I got a little bit more money, I turned to Arsenal. When I moved to England, I turned to Arsenal. That's how I got past. When things weren't looking right, when grandma was having health issues and my family was having issues, I always turned to football. But when football becomes more stressful than my life, I get rid of it. And being an Arsenal fan now feels more stressful at times than my own personal life. I work a 9 to 5 job. My brain hurts. And then I say, oh, let me just go into a group chat and have a conversation about Arsenal. And everything is like, hold that. I told you this player was good. I told you that player was good. I told you don't know football. Like, bro, I don't want to do that every day. Do I do it sometime? Yeah, bro. But and this is the thing. It's never my personality. Like, the only people I dunk on is my United fans. I do. I dunk on them. My United friends, when they lost, I was there. I put one meme in there and that's it. But I don't go into, I'm not going to go into Arsenal when Odegaard has a bad game and go into the chat and say, hold that. I told you, man, that Odegaard is No, why? I'll just be like, why would I say something that I've said the entire time? I just don't want to go into chats and just hold that because one player had a good game. One player did one thing good. And now, hold that. This, you don't know nothing about football. You're not a real fan. You're a plastic fan because you don't gargle Mikel. Like, no, bro. I don't want that. And Sevilla gives me an escape. And it's always giving me an escape. Because when I go into those group chats, man, we suck. Yep, because this thing happened. It's not Garcia Plaza in or out. It's more like Vargas needs to go. Eastside Romero, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not that. It's weird, bro. Excuse me. And I'm tired. It's exhausting, and I'm tired of it. When stuff goes wrong, just looking for scapegoats they don't like. This weekend it was Maguire. When Xerxes plays, it's Xerxes. Never blame Amorim and Guillermo or Bruno. Facts. Same as yours. Never blame Arteta. Yeah, exactly. And it's just exhausting. I don't want to do it no more. This is why I made my own channel, because I don't have to do that. I can talk about the football. I can talk about some of the stuff, but I'm not going to sit here and bash. I don't rate Odegaard. as highly as other people do. I don't rate Nani Madueke at all, but he's an Arsenal player, and I know he's going to be here. I'm not going to get on here all the time and saying get rid of Nani Madueke. He's going to be a player. I don't rate Kai Havertz. I'm not going to get on here every stream and say get rid of Kai Havertz. I'm not going to, because he ain't going nowhere. I don't rate the manager. I don't think that he's as elite as people say. But I'm not going to sit here every stream and say I hate the manager. I don't need clicks. I don't need likes. I don't need follows. I need people who want to talk about actual issues, who want to talk actual football, who want to talk about kids. That's what I want. That's why I made this channel. If you want to bicker, if you want to hear people bickering, I got a few channels for you. And I think he has, Jack. I think he has. I mean, everyone's higher than me at this point in the league. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm dead last in my own league. So I'm trash. But I'm glad you guys are having fun. If I finish, I think it's like 8 of us in the league. If I finish 6, I'll take it. I'm like Sevilla. If I finish 6, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? In European places. Anything other than that, as long as I don't finish dead last, man. Pito said we used to have proper banter. It's just a bunch of grown men arguing like teenagers. Yeah, man. Trying to who's more right than the other person. It's weird, man. I'm tired of it. It's annoying. It's mad annoying. I'm just over it, man, to be honest. Jack says 100% juveniles. Absolutely. Waha is there and Suj is there as well. Big up to you guys. Thank you for joining. Wait, let me see. Why are you still in here? Because I got to go to sleep in a bit. Because I do have work in the morning. But let me come out. You know what's crazy? New people are joining the league. I'm still last. I'm last in my own league. I'm like, oh, maybe some new people join. Maybe I'll get a play. I'm still last, guys. It's absolutely awful. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. But listen, there's still time. There's still 38 there's still 38 match weeks. So yeah. This is my first FPL. I'm just fumbling through it. This is my second one. I fumbled through the last one. I'll try to pay this one more attention now that I got people in the league, but no, I won't make no promises. Waha said game subbed in 0 point Munoz instead of 10 point Lewis Potter. I had Munoz as well. I didn't know that Crystal Palace was going to lay a big old goose egg because I think I had Wharton in there as well. So trash. But yeah. Anyway, guys, listen, I've been here long enough. I'm going to go because I got work in the morning. But I'll leave you guys, right, before I do the normal leave you guys. Honestly, thank you guys so much for coming here, man. Like, and I know it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse and I'm saying it, but I do appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. And I appreciate you guys talking to me. I thoroughly enjoy talking to you guys. I really do. Sean be trying to hem me up with these questions. You know what I'm saying? He definitely exposed the fandom. But big up to everybody, man. Big up to you guys, everybody who stopped by. I appreciate you guys. Considering I had 3 from United, 3 from Tottenham, 47 points ain't that bad. I didn't even get 40, man. Yeah. I had Bruno G in my starting lineup. He was injured. I had Bruno G as well. But yeah. Big up the roster. Who's your favorite rival player of all time? My favorite rival player of all time, Daniel Sturridge. Daniel Sturridge. I have two Premier League rival players kits in my collection. I've got Didier Drogba and Daniel Sturridge. So Daniel Sturridge is my favorite rival. If you're talking about the Prem. Favorite rival from La Liga, Neymar Jr. when he was with La Liga. And if you're talking about Betis, then it's going to be Hecky B, man. my favorite Mexico is Hecky B. Hector Bellerin. If I was going to choose somebody else, it'd probably be Isco. If I had to choose someone from the ops. But yeah, be Hecky B. I had Sangar on the bench. Big up the roster stocks. Make sure you subscribe. Quadrant says, take care. I will go. Bless up everyone in the chat. Big up to you, roster stocks. Thank you for stopping by. Big up roster. Suge. Joaquin. Yeah, but no. I ain't picking the captain. Well, I'm not picking their best player, no. I'm picking Hecky B because he's a former Arsenal player. But in La Liga right now, you know who I actually like in La Liga from a rival team? Oyarzabal. I like Oyarzabal as well. The King of Stamford Bridge, man, I used to be afraid of that guy when he played against me. He was deadly. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I got Drogba. And I'm a striker merchant, so I got Zlatan and Mario Mandzukic as well in the collection. But I'm gonna go. Listen, big up, man. See you in a bit. See you, Rob. Got to pick a proper rival. If you're talking about, from the actual rival. If we're talking about Man United, because I don't count Spurs as a rival, they're not a rival to me. If you're talking about Man United, my favorite rival player from Man United, Alexis Sanchez. Got him, boy. Alexis Sanchez. I'm out. Listen, my favorite ever Man United player, Alexis Sanchez. All right, I'm going to sleep. Rival Prem, Stevie G, La Liga, Zidane. Yep, I get that. If you're talking, but seriously, Man United. If we're talking about Man United, right? My I wouldn't say favorite, but my most respected Man United player is probably Roy Keane. Because that man was the leader of men. Just like Vieira, he was a leader of men. He was a solid player. I think Keane was underrated, to be honest. I think Keane was underrated. So yeah, I think if it wouldn't be CR7, it wouldn't be content, it'd be Keane, man. I think I like defensive players, but also like leaders, man. So if it wasn't Keane, it'd probably be Vidic. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I think about players and leader of men, Keane, man. Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira. That's what I would think of. So yeah. Take care, everyone. Big up Wahaha. Big up Pito. Thank you for stopping by. Big up Jack. Love to all. Man said Alexis could be worse than Rican saying RVP. I was thinking about it, but he's a pagan. I said Alexis because I forgave him. But yeah, Bears. I loved Ozil. So did I. And he wanted to say, no, I'm good. But listen, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I am really going to go to sleep because it's 11 o'clock. And I do have a long day tomorrow. I'll leave you guys how I always leave you. You know how we do. If I don't see you again, I hope that everything you want to happen. I hope that all of the negativity goes away. I hope that you have a great rest of your week. But most of all, I hope that you enjoyed having a chat. I hope you enjoyed the 2-3 hours we were together. Having just a chin wag. I hope you enjoyed the Waffle House. This is my favorite show. It's my favorite show to do. This is my member stream. As I told you, we can't actually have a member stream yet. So this is my version of member stream. I'll put the subscribers only on, and we just have a chat, man. So I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you on the next stream. And as always, take it easy. Have a good night. Drink your water. And vamos, man. We out.